2 by 2 as they work the pace lap around.
Get ready and get on the edge of your seat, folks, because you're about to see speeds in excess of 135 miles per hour. Dave McKnight on the pole. Mike Lichty alongside for the ride.
And Brad Hockaday has jumped down into the flag stand now.
Brad Hockaday comes out of the booth, down into the flag stand. Green flag flies were underway. Randy Birch has a problem right on the start. Side by side go the Patco teammates, the 84 and 94. Caution flag flies. Caution.
Fun 2 by 2 on this for several laps throughout the competition, and that just makes the racing even more exciting here at Concord Motorsport Park when you have a racetrack that'll give you that kind of leverage out on the racetrack.
The winner at the winner's victory lane interview, so the car is eligible, just not the leader.
Looks like the field's going to get away to one to go this time.
The front row, McKnight on the pole, Lichty alongside for the ride. 6 cars to take the green for this qualifying event. 8-cylinder scream off turn number 3. They're down to the stripe, side by side, going into turn number 1 are Lichty and McKnight. Lichty's got the advantage off turn number 2. He takes the lead going down the back straightaway. Supermodified's thunder down into 1, and Mike Lichty is just opening it up between himself and second place, Dave McKnight. McKnight now tries to dive down into the corner, but it's not going to happen. Lichty pulls away as he comes down the straightaway. Quite an impressive run, but there is a battle with the teammates going on out there. The 97 of Rob Summers and the 9 of Bobby Santos.
Santos trying to make a move from a shotgun on the field.
And there he goes.
Find himself up into the 3rd spot real quick.
Good move for Bobby Santos, and the Dr. Mom Says School is Cool sponsored entry. He gets past Robbie Summers, moves into that coveted 3rd spot. Your leader with 4 laps going up on the board continues to be Mike Lichty.
Lichty just jumped away from McKnight, and I think McKnight said, uh-oh, what just flew by me there?
Very true, and that team is owned by Patco Transportation. Those cars identically prepared, both drivers very, very talented, very fast drivers. Bobby Santos now runs in that 3rd spot. He's about 10, 15 car lengths back behind Dave McKnight in the number 9.
But I believe he's gaining on him. It looks like each lap he's able to pick up about 2, 3 car lengths on him. So we come around a complete lap number 7. Lichty still sitting it with about a half a straightaway lead already over McKnight.
7 laps are down. Lichty continues to lead the way. He's got a straightaway advantage over McKnight, and Santos. 4th spot is Robbie Summers, followed by Mark Samet. Then it's going to be the number 85 of Jeff Russell. So Jeff Russell runs in that 6th position.
Don't blink or they're going to get away from you real quick, Derek.
And like you said, don't blink, because Bobby Santos just got underneath Dave McKnight going into turn number 1. White flag is out. 2 more turns for Mike Lichty as he comes down to Brad Hockaday's checkered flag. Lichty will take the win, back to the line. Santos clips McKnight for the 2nd spot. He just nips him at the line. 3rd spot will go to McKnight. 4th spot to Robbie Summers, and rounding out the top 5 will be Mark Samet. So, like we say up north, Doug, 10 laps, fast and clean, green to checkered. Mike Lichty comes home with the win. Santos 2nd, McKnight 3rd, 4th is Robbie Summers, and the 5th spot is Mark Samet, rounding out the top 5.
Well, folks, if it's the first time that you've seen the Supers in action, those Super Modifies in action, you got a treat right there. That's just to wet your whistle as to what's going to take place just
tease.
A little bit late. Just a little bit of a tease that we want to give you.
Super Modified qualifiers. Like we said before, these are big block engines, 467 cubic inch, fuel injected, alcohol burning, a 22-inch wide right rear on the car, a 15-inch wide left rear on the car. The front tires are each 10 inches wide, 10 to 12 inches wide. And Doug, that is a lot of rubber on the speedway.
Well, it is, and you know, one of the curious parts, of course, at least I'm a regular here at Concord, you could kind of notice at the start-finish line that used to all be gold.
On the outside of him, it's the number 61, the Clyde Booth-owned entry for Dave Schulich Jr. The third spot will be the number 92 of Larry Leonard. The fourth position will be the 3D of Doug Didero, followed by the number 77 in the fifth spot. That's the Iceman, Tim Ice. Rounding out. Now remember, you've got two cars that look alike out there, the 7 and the 77. The 7 is Charlie Schultz. The 77 is the Iceman of Tim Ice. And we got to find out for sure if that's the same Tim Ice that races Midwest
That's
Dirt
right.
Tracks.
I got to find that out now.
Because that's a huge jump going from a car.
Outlaw. Well, I understand. I think
it is. He tells us it is.
It is.
MSA
it is the same
officials
Tim
say it
Ice.
is Tim Ice.
I think he's driven about, again, everything that's on wheels.
Very impressive.
From an outlaw late model to regular late models to the super modifieds. Green flag is out as they go diving off into turn one side by side.
Charlie Schultz and Dave Schulich Jr. Schulich Jr. gets the advantage on the outside in the 61. He's going to take the lead. Schultz goes to the second spot. Doug Didero in the third position. Then it's the 92 of Larry Leonard. But all eyes are on the front of the field. It's the battle between Schulich Jr. and the 7 of Schultz.
Not able to get away this time by as they continue to hold it. Now you got to figure there's what, 5 car lengths in between them.
5 car lengths, but it can close up or extend real fast.
When you're flying at 130 and change, it doesn't take you a long time to tote the mail on around here.
Schulich Jr. putting the car through its paces as he goes down the back straightaway. Top 3 separating from the back 3. Scott Martell picking up 1 spot. He does get past Tim Ice as he works on the number 92 of Larry Leonard. So your battle is actually at the rear of the field between Leonard, Martell, and the 77 of Tim Ice.
Schulich doing the job that he needs to do. He's got out front and he's able to hold it. Right now, I just think he's out for a Friday night cruise because he's just definitely got things going his way in the win. He's starting to get a little bit of heat, but not a whole lot.
Well, Schulich Jr. is the son of Dave Schulich, who is a longtime super modified competitor. The Schulich name is synonymous with super modified racing. Clyde Booth, also another name that's synonymous with super modified racing. Mike Ordway drove for him for many, many years. Clyde Booth, a major innovator in the technology that is in these super modified race cars today. And we have 8 laps going up on the board. Not far from the checkered flag as all eyes are on the rear of the field between the 92, the 14, and the 77. That's Tim Ice, Larry Leonard, and Scott Martell. White flag is out. 1 more lap to go, Doug.
One more time around. Schulich's doing exactly what he needs to do. Keep it out front, and he's going to see the checkered flag coming to him. Schulich's going to take the win. David Schulich Jr. taking the win. Charlie Schultz in the second spot. And coming along home in the third spot, Didero in the third spot, rounding out your top 3. Wow, that only took about 5 minutes.
Less than that. And folks, if you actually see the wings on these cars, if your eyes are not playing tricks on you, let me just tell you that. Your eyes are not playing tricks on you with the wings on these cars. Those wings actually move as the car goes down the straightaway. It works off the vacuum of the engine. When the driver hits the gas and the engine comes up to full song, the wing drops down. It actually reduces drag to let the car go down the straightaway faster. Once the driver backs off the throttle, the vacuum kicks in again, the wing goes flying up in the air, puts downforce on the car, and it enables the car to stick in the corner.